Hi, I'm Julie with CakeSafe, and today we're going to do a short video on how best to measure your pans and your cakes so that you can purchase the right size acrylic discs for your cakes. So to begin with, I'm just going to show you one of the acrylic discs with the backing that we have. They come in either white or brown, and the backing needs to be peeled off. Most of you already know this, but just in case you were wondering, when you receive your discs, you're just going to get an edge and then just peel it all the way off so that your discs are just completely clear. So we have now added another size of acrylic disc to our collection. We originally had this 0.25s, which is a 1/4 inch extra over the size 6 pan. We have 0.5s, which is a 1/2 inch over the size of the 6 inch pan. 6 is an example. And we're now doing just 0.0. So it's exactly 6 inches. So just to review, it's 6 inches, 6 1/4, and 6 1/2 inches. We started doing this because a lot of people have more shrinkage in their cakes than we realized, and we wanted to give you guys everything that you need. So Rachel's going to zoom in here. I'm going to show them right here. There's the 0.0, the 0.25, which is 6 1/4, and the 0.5, which is 6 1/2. These discs come in every size that we offer, from 4 up to 18 in any shape: round, square, hex, ovals, anything that you can find a pan for, we will offer the sizing for. We'll go into greater detail with this in a few minutes, but let's say that you have a 6 inch tier and it bakes up exactly 6 inches. If you were to use the 6 inch acrylic disc, you wouldn't have any icing on your cake at all. If you used the 6.25, which is a 1/4 inch, you would have 1/8 of an inch of icing all the way around. Might be best for doing cakes that are going to be covered with fondant. If you use the 6 1/2 inch disc or the 6.5, you would have 1/4 of an inch of icing all the way around the cake. And these are the ones that I generally use because I just cover my cakes with buttercream. Before you purchase your discs, you want to measure both your cake pans and your cakes once they're baked. So when you're measuring your pans, you're going to want to measure the bottom, not the top. Okay? So this is a pan, it's a 6 inch pan, and it actually is 6 inches. I'm going to measure the cake, and my cake is measuring about 5 3/4, which is what it looks like to me, 5 3/4. So in my situation, I use the 0.5s. It gives me a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch of buttercream all the way around my tier. And I do 4 layers of cake and 3 layers of filling. So I'm lining up quite a lot of cake and filling. I actually need that amount of buttercream on the side of my cake so that everything is covered and contained. If you're covering your cake with fondant, you might want to use, a smaller disc. So I just want to show you how to measure a few of the other shapes. Again, measuring always the bottom, not the top of the pan. And this is pretty obvious, but I'll just do it anyway. This is a 5 inch pan. This is a Fat Daddy-O's pan. And it is, as I say, true to size. So it's 5 by 5. Okay. I'm going to measure this hex, and we've had a little confusion around this. So here's the way you want to measure your hex. From corner to corner, okay, straight across from the point to the point. And this is a 14 inch pan, and it measures approximately 14. So just to show you what the discs look like on my cake, Rachel's gonna come over here. This is the 6.0, okay? I'm gonna place it over my baked tier, and there is almost no room over the edge of my tier. I'm going to show you what the 0.25 looks like. Now this may look like a significant amount because there's no filling, there's no multiple layers, but I've done this myself and this is not enough for me. And last, I'm going to show you the 0.5, which again is the size that I use, and that is enough buttercream for my cakes And many of you who've been to the shows have seen my cakes, and you know what it looks like sliced. It's not a ton of buttercream, it's what I consider to be just the right amount. So just to reiterate, your cakes may shrink more than mine depending on your recipe, or they may not shrink as much as mine. In any case, if they shrink significantly, you may want to use the 0.0 sizing, and to give yourself enough buttercream to cover the sides, but not so much that you feel like there's too much buttercream. Or the 0.25s or the 0.5s, depending on how much buttercream you decide you want. The most important thing is to measure your baked tiers. Measure them from the bottom and take that into account when you're ordering from our website. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope this is helpful. You want to keep in mind that you're always going to be measuring the cake once it's baked from the bottom, and what your preference is in terms of how much buttercream you want around your cake. Maybe it's ganache or buttercream. Whatever that is, it's different for everybody. So you're going to have another option now. We're going to have the 0.0s as well as the 0.25s and the 0.5s. And you can always email us at info@cakesafe.com or give us a call. My number is 401-378-8766. And I wish you guys the best of luck. Thanks so much.